Obi, I'm extremely disappointed in the New Patriotic Party. They don't even know. So as we speak now, non-party is attractive to most Ghanaians. They don't even know. They don't know, and I'm disappointed in the minority leader. Honestly, now you are calling for equity. You MPP, you are calling for equity. You are not coming to clean hands. Why should we even think of voting for MPP again? When and you will shout to say my ban win, you know, fresh page reset, you know, who cross and you may be you know, and into the sebi. You now have a certain moral grounds to stand on, and then say, once you want to reset, please let us all join and reset and move to the next level. Say, I'm not careful, eh? A man yourself, who knew for sure. If you do me, I'll do you. It will always be an albatross around our neck. Obi koye yechire. Yechire na koye no. Ukuta krata bia emunsem ehia oche bibia. Aposifo abo ho ban wakodu bia odisa okrata ne kodu. Mampan otufo otikokko so me bemu ase me said wo yemfato ho. Se otufo tu hene eba wa yie ujumadie bia wudia. And one about Yenasi, one about Medinasi. It is a mampai, a bankesim. Nas or two safre, obis, or Baman Persebia bring Tinia Dajin Timina Bimau. Now, Wadara Misro, Ubia Joma Sreha. Some mampai to even the driver Sebi, Uchini Shane, and the castle Media. Sao Masons every. Do you want to tell the president who is supposed to come and receive your petition on his behalf? Is it about the content or is it about any power beji? In fact, it was even one unique opportunity for the NPP to admit that the reason why we are being here, and it's good that Nana Yajantwa you are here, during our time, we meted out a certain treatment to you. It was not the best. It didn't conform to the rules and regulations of the land. So we thank the president for even bringing you to us, because you are in a better position to tell the president that enough of all these bickerings and back and forth. So we urge you to tell the president that we admit that we committed. But in your case of resetting, it is you who can be a conduit to propagate the ills of what this current administration is doing, because you are a testimony. But in all, we apologize to you. Are you a victim of Sanoma Wende? No. Are you a victim? And they should have shame, because they are thinking is that when you go and bring out an old video, this is how we have lived our life all these years. No, be Mr. So I'm about now when you Mr. I had the Yamian in Ukraine. A buo was a table way home. Anyone can say, don't allow them again. Don't allow them again. What it tells me is that the MPP and the NDC, now the MPP in opposition, they've not learned their lessons. They've not. They are still in shock. They don't believe that they've lost the election by 57 to 41. They are in shock. If not, certain levels of arrogance and ego, they wouldn't display it. Impunity. If they keep doing that, it will be difficult for us to tell the NDC at their face that you, mobile reset. The kind of reset I'm mine. But who bond up? Now who know the catcher and say, Onipa no Jina when him no obaje, because what of a Bank of Ghana did for you be a banner and then Omujana security man. But now say bank governor Suma Ubiso Mijana Nemumbaya man. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Say they could have used Enra opportunity.
Who are you?
To open a fresh page and say
that's the point.
Momo opposition moye demonstration no.
That's the point.
Head of security of the Bank of Ghana by Mubu Nenimtia.
That's the point. That's the point.
Just to set.
But how are we learning? That's what I'm saying, that we are not learning. They demonstrated a certain level of homophobia. Who did they think they are? Who do they think they are? I mean the MPP. You are a party in opposition seeking Ghana's mandate to come back to power again. If you demonstrate this ego, what do you mean? What do you mean?
And the only
what do you mean? What do you mean?
NDC phones
so what? So what it means is that you have nothing to offer again when you come. What the mistakes that the NDC is doing today, you are coming to do worse. That's what it means. For how long would we play this game around the system like that? I can't drama near too much.
Why?
Too much.
Why I tend to agree with you, and it's but for Enra event, of course, with UPS, maybe a senior most member of the presidency would have come.
No, I don't want you to even go to those nitty-gritties. Number one.
No, me really.
Number one.
Yes.
When John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, we had flooding situations. What happened in this country? We all rose to the occasion to say, Papa, you are insensitive to the plight of Ghanaians. A national event too.
Yeah.
You criticize him to the core. It doesn't matter the circumstances that led to the death of these gallant Ghanaians. It was declared a day of appreciating and recognizing these heroes. In quote, you, out of your own way, wanting to distract the focus on that useful exercise by the nation, not the interest of the NDC or the president, decided to defy and choose that particular day as a day to come and demonstrate and put up this odd behavior, offensive behavior, not a discouraging behavior at the Jubilee House. So, President, okay, Thanksgiving now, no, nanum call. But when I pray about 2 minutes, you cannot observe the rules and regulations. You want to be given power. Let me drum it home again to them. To make the best of my knowledge, they should go back, keep quiet, observe the space. Because I can tell you, Obi, the MPP as it stands now is less attractive to the Ghanaian. They shouldn't be deceived though. That is why Omanhene MPP NDC for your debate. Moral grounds, 1 year, 8 months. That is why the NDC will talk like that. Yes, because it is incumbent. That is why when the NDC talk like that, it is incumbent on us, the two of us and our colleagues, to subject the NDC to scrutiny and say that no, you can't, because the Ghana is not MPP. Ghana is a group of individuals. We need development, not this kind of comparison. We can hold the NDC in check. You should observe until further notice. What didn't we say here? It doesn't stop you from criticizing, but be modest.
Into the point I was making earlier, and it's I think, because as the MPP themselves admitted, no, our first demonstration of Deputy Chief of Staff Standogbe Nebabeje petition, no. The second demonstration, Chief of Staff at the Office of the Vice President, Alex Egbefia, and Nebabeje. And they claim said they were expecting another senior member. But I'm saying, sir, the circumstances yesterday wouldn't have allowed that, because all the senior members at the presidency were at UPSA. And Anaya Kano, Okase, the president told him at UPSA, say, free Emra Meje. And they knowing the circumstances, no, that's why that point the honorable minority leader made, was a bit out of
Obi, respectfully.
The situation Emra couldn't have allowed any other senior member to have come.
Respectfully.
And I think they should have understood the times.
And I'm saying that respectfully. Yeah. Let's not even downplay the person Anaya Jantua, please. And again,
I'm not saying
let's not even give MPP or whichever party any time or maybe any room to operate what's You're not a determinant of what the president should do in some instances. You're not. You're not a determinant. I'm saying the president had the right. It's written in the constitution that so the petition called presidency. There are specific people who are some Bejana.
No.
Why? Is it written? Is it part of the constitution? The president could have said, me, Mampai John Dramani Mahama, and then me protocol officer no on the call no go share minianum no kwaji. What is your problem now? At the airport Yamoko and Emayu Nana ya jam 12 versus Afenyo Markin the who Ghana and promotion among this country. What is the sense in that thing? And no opposition no the almaso na share opposition no no sabe try the enye because see emre bi atwa mu no jaga enti enya solution no because anything that you say emre bi na way by the way na say opposition power. You are not attractive in fighting. A lot of challenges in opposition. You will not concentrate. What when you some years back, it was declared as a security zone. Nobody should have access to that place. It was declared as such. And to Ghanaians, he was not sent there. She was not sent there by his own will. In quote, President Mahama said, so whatever happened there, it was not you they were dealing with. So you don't have a response. until you are okay with a response from the presidency.
But she also
hold on.
She also said, say President Suma omu rule of engagement with Jubilee House say Omanhene de adwuma bi ahya won sa okọ back out trust status report the Omanhene and she has done that to the president.
But me say it's the President Suma wa now it can say nana e de ne yemfa to no.
Yes.
Obi now me programs manager mfa ho ne agro ne me di wa ha. What's my man Marco baby me do reporter but the oti answer have the report na me di abro wi no. And what you say? Miss Mobim, who ye niamo? Oh, na me small no. What diabo who say no mudu atem? Me no madi matem. Oh, obi ni edi watem. It is obi otumfo so obi bejira na namu a. Otumfo tu obi oba gama nche wa. Adwasafo ye etu ohini mpon ana ba ejira mu otumfo. Nti otumfo na wo no. This happening, what Ghana witnessed a representative from John Dramani Mama His Excellency office in the person of Nana Yajantwa, who to be Foko.
You are saying that nothing was a better response. They should have accorded Nana Yajantwa. Nana Yajantwa, once you stood in the stead of the president, you should have been measured. The utterances here yesterday, some of them extremely unnecessary. You came to speak with emotions now. Okay, date differentials as if we know. Also, now we're feeling me there. Governance is not about personalities. Governance is not about a fear of him. But I see he who feels it knows.
Oh, Obi.
You are not the receiving end.
My brother, do you know what you receive here at the end? If I make comments here, if I'm not guided by principles at multimedia,
yes.
After some of these commentaries,
yes.
Don't you think that I can respond appropriately to a lot of people? You know what the two of us we go through after some of these commentaries.
Yes.
You think that you give me the platform to come and do whatever I want here? Is that what you allow me to do?
No.
We are guided by principles. So it's not for Nana to come and tell Obi Nana Janto about kwasem. Oh yeah, this year free pem usi bobra. Yes, usi bobra. Ya cry ni mu kra. Ya watch in adie pen. Ya Judy say we obi a wa bini ye eba ne o bebre ho amanyo sem ni abrabo mu a obi ani obebu animtia. It is not for Nana to come and tell us who she is. It is known. On the ye car back was my ball papa dia the Ghana ho back was about fra. Because color I have agent we are there in mababa fra. It you know obumbi. Ya jitum sa. But I saw do need to say one call in your capacity. One call in your capacity. That is why you also be angry to respond. Then governance then becomes a personal conversation, not policy direction. It is in as much as you a minority leader, the NPP got it all wrong in that approach. And the mindset that they have that they will do 10 times of that. It should tell Ghanaians that these two political parties, if we don't pull the brakes on them and knock them well, for them to sit up well, they will still do the crocodile John business. Because that's when the MPP says that the tomorrow is pregnant. What is pregnant about tomorrow? Oh, what is pregnant about tomorrow? What is pregnant about tomorrow?
Tomorrow is pregnant.
What is pregnant about tomorrow?
Give time some time.
What is the meaning of that? What's the meaning of that, Mr. What's the meaning of that?
Tables never done.
And what is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that? It is time for us to tell the MDC that, please, it's not to threaten that tables will turn. Tables will turn, it's 4 years to 8 years old. The tables will turn. It's to the tables will keep turning at the expense of the Ghanaian. We are killing ourselves, we are hurting ourselves, we are sacking people from business. So tables are turning. Is it turning positively or is it turning at the expense of all of us as Ghanaians? What kind of tables are turning? What kind of tables? What kind of tables? They should forget those things. Order from Mesoria. Mesoria me bobi. If you be born in BBA and you remember pretty said your moya because no one obey. It's the end is for so better almost says I better than they call it sabe pepe. It just how we are to hope change that too. Yes, you now we know that there's no rule of law. And person to person, if you do me, I do you. And I'm born in that. Put your position all the time, the tables will turn. Tomorrow is pregnant. Tomorrow has no fishes.
Give time some time.
Time will not give any time because it is not even for you to say this. We want a new dimension of our body politics, our democracy, where these things, Semetia, Near Cassia Befa, a year tum. Yamin Pengu, Echo Yoko. I am so relaxed. Yeah, I am so relaxed because I know that institution called Yoko.
A professional.
I'm so relaxed. I don't care about what crowd because institution of Mato and South Zebra. You're from Ghana police. I don't feel intimidated at all. That's all what we are preaching for. But your tomorrow is pregnant is come and do what? Yeah, Mama shall say crown market. Enipa, Moba, Modia Mosumu
First week.
Hey, Minia. Monya careful.
Was it Ibimu bail condition? I don't confirm Beckham.
Minia, Monya careful.
Beckham Palace, they can charge.
Minia, Monya careful. Zaki Kakikano, a bokro. Zaki Kakikano, a share a baby or what should be an a shana bufose on your measure that. Because you said that you do this, no, and the crown, yen say munsi prekona fi bia tuncha. Opa oba kra for you na we don't give a toss. Where is the development we are looking for? Where are the roads that we want it to be built? Where is the fight against illegal mining? LGBTQ, job employment. Why are professionals leaving this country to Amanani for so-called greener pastures? Where are those opportunities every young Ghanaian wants to enjoy? How are we deliberately pushing Ghanaian businesses? What are the challenges in doing business in Ghana? Go to the ports and harbors. Look at the prices there. What kind of mindset do we have now as a country? So the problem at hand is not that kind of attitude that our politicians keep showing, whether they are in power or they are in opposition. Assembly down, and yes, I won't Subai no Mudachi editor. No, Assembly down is here. No, Ghana, you are Yamo, Mrs. Unya issue that you not understand where I'm coming from. You go have an issue, go to the hospital. Because I'm a brapping or the Kolebu. Almost every blessed day, nipa bed the onum tintim. Ebi wa sika odbekokoto moja. Ebi ni ebushenum a droba akwa auto 1,005. Ebi ni ebushenum 1 tablet 2,000. Ebi ni ebushenum a job ni ebuha ni ma anya stroke ni ma 2 omoja school omo abandon school omo cho ma amene stroke department and oda obu bed na won't even call private bed because private ones for 100,000 dika to home mame na ansana madika attend to. There are challenges in the system. Go and look at where university graduates are sleeping. Contain them no modeda. Go and look at our hostels and then my member hostel papa no member na baso. Go and look at the effort that he's putting into making sure that hostel like makwa no mabegis kakodan. Hostel ne kesi na be say higher chamber 2. Hono mu jonso, hono mu dware, hono ho shishi and net nkiti. This is what we should be thinking about. We don't wake up every morning to say Afenyo versus Nana Yajanto. What's developmental about this? What's developmental about this? What's developmental about this? And my saying this for
Asempa FM.
Otiwana Facebook, this young MP will go to jail and we have caught him and the charges are so much and that thing they are doing. The NDC, if they don't know, even if it's 36 years, they will go. It is Omutiho. Now, to the extent they think that they are still swimming in a certain goodwill. La ila la. Ebe form say rapture. Ebe form say rapture. It was so. Ade ma be kanyina no.
Yeah.
Me more impuntu obi aso. Eye personality to personality. Ade more mine nko ha. Na de na utimi go obi hu fiu sa. You are known NDC member. What for MPP near to say no crew. No gun hu fi sa. No afa ho di na ko. That's where selectivity is in there. MPP for any abre no. That same Kasane at your social media, no, and this is for Gusu. Nothing is happening to them. Me say, Sama infine emuankura. If the center does not hold, if it is not holding, there are two things at stake: chaos and anarchy. These two things, no, they will birth something that is not pleasant to all of us as a country.
Yeah.
John Dramani,
Asempa FM.
You don't have a choice. They be Adamika. Because Ghana abakosem no nkwa no ya abakosem and now as in be ni order baby I share o political career as free now wasa kwa about to say media me bebo kwan to honam Kristo na nkasa beba wasa aba unihwi dan so o kwa Ghana for because papa we party
yes ma wo sign
yes ma wo say we dey say nya sempa kora na akai bi kora be say mo eden atwa odwumedi so. That is the kind of legacy we are all praying that you leave behind. But if you want to reset, if indeed we want to reset as we've all believed in the reset that we are resetting, check it sector by sector and check that feeling in the country now. Gradually, and I'm picking information. Meko ufusampo fu yeni binyami adwechina. The minya free form one say because ufusampo fu be na yintino all over the place. Na most for the mirikeko into the enkofono mo involving so when say I want to see movie be ko
etitru ba
etitru banti na one other than
omoko clear omo
every one other than the ebe do obi central for be say ebe do no na ebe mo say na most kakatiki na omo ekro de jomboa e Daniel Mufre yi na se koya na say dimtitam it one other than is one other than I say man pay be wura kuma say na sunyani a first alaji kojo mama no na penti ayi ni hunya kaka fast akado e be twi be man pay na was all beautiful place. Oh come on, this is very beautiful. Yeah, street light. Yeah. So I was saying so one whole abandonment we soldier paying you and us police paying you our mama some information we know say this is what we have been told to go and do into the how pa na yankan was can the maka but we are there be me as can the maka say you do for some for ye mo dia ko frofro no keke na o say mumu bi nyina mbaba ntino ye be say ye bibi na me na be so many me dem fra hafo atroni ejada ho ko wa se bukraka etino me pese ye be say ye sum nipa amamu mu no those things are personal. If you have your godfather, there's a big difference between a godfather and governance. Pleasing your godfathers cannot replace the focus or the policy direction of a country. It must say, Mamunya nyoma to please anybody. Munya nyoma to please Ghanaians.
You coach be a young
Ghanaians. So muye, mesubo muye be shini pa bete na suma titro mu de handcuffs agugu o musa. It will be hold. Hey, na me ni me. It's Charlie.
I was very brave.
Na mo chaba. O bo jibatumba. Ya cha Jordan nyimre. Ye na free kromo numko. Na fi asa TSM. Ne yeko.
And then I video.
Erastus is one no.
Video.
Yeah, it's your no and no easy. It would your kwa na me yaduma. Ye be ko site how do you na so be hu Intatia crowd site wa. It's tell it's a well organized crime. Members war system nim. It they say the amna you say even that crime na ekoso no. Omo intel the security setup. Be ba omo nya. Yes. Yes. Very organized. Because omo ba mama na say suspect. National security for ni BN for 9 move for say ye wie e be soup to say they what you na what o madaje go what you ko ngu okeke